Well, a long-standing and close neighbor, Bhutan, is redefining its relationship with two of its biggest neighbors in South Asia, India and China. The Bhutanese king is in India this week on an 8-day-long tour. It's a careful balancing act just weeks after China and Bhutan held the 25th round of boundary talks in Beijing, raising concerns for India in the region. On an 8-day visit to India, Bhutan's King Jingme Kesa Namgyal Wangchuk was received at the airport by the Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar himself. Evidence of the importance New Delhi is according this visit by its tiny neighbor whose strategic value is far greater. The visit comes just weeks after Bhutan signed a boundary delimitation agreement with China, freeing nerves in New Delhi that has been caught in a border demarcation crisis with China in Doklam, a tri-junction between India's Sikkim, Bhutan and China's Tibet Autonomous Region. As India becomes aware of Bhutan's changing dynamic with China, it ensured that the king's visit was heavy on deliverables. The two sides discussed new routes for regional connectivity, upgrading of border and immigration posts, and Bhutan's plans for a smart city at Gelipu between the border of Assam and Bhutan. And even though the joint statement or comments by India and Bhutan did not mention India's concerns over Bhutan's new relationship with China, but the Ministry of External Affairs said the entire gamut of bilateral and regional issues were discussed. Apart from a decision to go ahead with the final survey for the 58-kilometer cross-border rail link between Gelipu and Kokrajhar in Assam to be built by India, the two sides agreed to explore a second rail link between Samtse in Bhutan and Banarhat in West Bengal. Not just visits to Guwahati and Delhi, King Jingme also headed to Mumbai to meet heads of several top business houses with plans to explore investment and collaboration in Bhutan's infrastructure. Tweeting about his meeting with the Bhutanese king, the Indian billionaire, businessman and chairman of the Adani Group, Gautam Adani, said the group was excited to explore opportunities for green development in Bhutan. India has for decades remained Bhutan's economic mainstay with tourist trade and a range of investments that include major hydroelectric projects, which permits Bhutan to export surplus power back to India. Last month, Bhutan and China held the 25th round of border talks in Beijing after a gap of 7 years. The talks were halted after the Doklam standoff of 2017. But after the latest round of talks, Bhutan has said it was sincerely seeking a quick settlement of the border dispute and establishing diplomatic relations with China at the earliest possible. While India looks at the latest developments with caution, China will be looking at it as a major diplomatic coup as China eyes a foothold in the Himalayan kingdom.